In March of this year, I committed what felt like social suicide. I accidentally exposed my greatest vulnerability over Instagram Live. It came about through a favor to a friend, Nick. He was challenging himself to do 10 Instagram Lives in 10 days to overcome his fear of public speaking. Happy to help out a friend, I agreed to participate, also assuming it would only be his followers in attendance, i.e. people that I'd never see in real life. Little did I know that upon joining the call, every single one of my 1,200 followers received a notification inviting them to join. Unfortunately, this wasn't just your casual interview where we chatted about some of Sydney's favourite topics like the housing market, the weather, the footy. No. As Nick Instagram shares, he wants to break your mind like a midlife crisis and make your heart beat like German techno. There were no topics off limit as he questioned my journey from jackass impersonator to someone seeking purpose and fulfillment in life. I would have literally rather done this down the busiest road in Sydney.
Come on! We're streaking! Come on! Come on! We're running! Come on! Woo! Woo! We're streaking! We're streaking! Woo!
Fear gripped my bones as I saw the assortment of names joining the call. My reaction to high school acquaintances, sporting peers, people who only knew me through my alcohol-fueled escapades. While on camera, I did my best to stay cool, calm, and collected. However, inside, this was me. To have this conversation in front of strangers, I didn't hesitate to agree. So why the fact that I knew the audience made me feel sick to my stomach? In short, fear of judgment. I feared that my authentic self would be ridiculed, that I would alienate myself from my friends, that I'd be laughed at. In the past, I'd never cared about judgment or laughter directed towards crazy Nick, because in reality, that was a mask. My drunk tomfoolery was my armor.
This is Nick. This is a Healy Ford plate.
Oh boy. Not again.
Wait.
Go. Shit!
Any judgment could be rationalized away. Thought he was an idiot? Me too. That was part of the persona. Didn't like the bloke? Cool. Didn't love him either. Thought he loved attention? Sweet. Well, that one's actually sort of true. But now that I was being my authentic self, if you ridiculed that person, I'd receive it as a condemnation of my soul, a direct threat to my existence. Sounds ridiculous, but I believe it's a fear everyone's vulnerabilities grapple with, especially when sharing themselves or their work online. In a way, we're unfortunately hardwired for it. When we lived as hunter-gatherers, to be ostracized from the group was a death sentence. So despite an approximately 0% chance of me dying as a result of that Instagram Live, that's exactly how my body perceived it. I believe it's this misguided fear that leads so many of us to adopt masks in our day-to-day lives. In this sad reality, we're faced with a choice: to hide ourselves and effectively ostracize ourselves from ourselves, or to share our authentic self and risk potentially being ostracized from others. While sharing your authentic self may test your valor, it may also provide greater strength than any mask ever could. To my surprise, post that Instagram Live, rather than receive snide remarks from others, a few friends came to me and shared how they were inspired by the way I put myself out there, and that they are now determined to put more of themselves and their work online. These positive remarks have breathed new confidence in who I've become. To my shock, by putting myself out there, I became more accepted than Jackass Nick ever was. I now realize the threat of social isolation was simply a facade, an error by my prehistoric brain software. In reality, it wasn't a choice between authenticity and isolation. It was a choice between failing to be my authentic self and being more accepted by my friends. Through this lens, it's crazy to consider that I'd never put myself out there as my authentic self. So here I am, returning to the platform that once defined me. However, this time, I'm rocking up as my authentic self.